powered by Riverside.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Stumped for Answers. Vase, how are we doing? Pakistan eliminated out of the World Cup, the T20 World Cup of 2025. No, 2026. Sorry. I've lost my mind, guys. It's been a tough couple of days, but Pakistan out of the Super 8. India has advanced to the semifinals. Vase, how are you, brother? How's everything?
Brother, let me just say that our intro was akin to the Pakistani team landing at Lahore Airport just a few days ago. I mean, they got to the airport and there are still fans chasing after them to take pictures, you know? And that just shows the stature, the aura of these guys. But there's some crazy stuff going on, Zaid, which we'll touch upon towards the end of the pod, baby.
Yeah, so Vase, after that England game, England beats New Zealand with a miraculous win in the last couple of overs. Shout out Will Jacks, Rehan Ahmed, our Pakistani brother. We're like, okay, Kudrat ka nizam. I hop in, make a couple of TikToks, what Pakistan need to do. You know, I'm hyped. Pakistan needs to win by 65 runs or chase in 13.5 overs. And the game happens. Pakistan is very unlucky. They lose the toss. I feel like maybe if they win the toss, Salman Ali Agha chases, which might help Pakistan. Their bowling was affected by the second inning dew that came in. Spinners couldn't grip the ball wet. So had some trouble there for the likes of Osman Tariq and their other spinners like Nawaz, Shadab. So that kind of could have been another story for Pakistan. But to be honest, Vase, Pakistan really didn't deserve to be in the semifinals.
See, that's what I was telling you guys was like, I had no faith because I've seen this happen in the 2019 World Cup where it came down a net run rate. Also 2023 as well too, where we played England. We're supposed to beat them by, I don't know, a few hundred runs. Or we're supposed to chase in like, I don't know, 12 overs, and then England ended up scoring like 398 or something, you know? So It's like I had so many heartbreaks with this shit, dude, that I didn't even have any expectation. I was just going in it just to watch the boys. But yeah, I didn't think we were going to get the job done.
At the end of the day, that New Zealand game comes back and kills us with that washout, you know, because I do feel like, okay, the England game was close. The England game was semi-close at the end, and I feel like England has been a little stronger right now than New Zealand. I feel like Pakistan against New Zealand in any international tournament, we have their number. So I feel like we could have won that game, you know? So
Zaid Rachin Ravindra would have freaking gotten through your team in his 4 overs. I mean, he's been bowling exceptionally. Shout out Rachin.
The thing with the other spinners that I've noticed, right? They're bowling to their field and they have a plan. Like guys like Rachin Ravindra, they know where the long boundaries are. They're keeping the ball to their field, flight the ball wide outside off stump, let them hit against a spin or where they have protection, and that's how they're getting wickets.
I like that. Yep.
Our guys, what are they doing? They're no plan, no execution. Yeah. They don't know where the fielders are. But let's get into this Pakistan-Sri Lanka game. We needed to win by 65 runs or chase in 13.5 overs. You mentioned in the last podcast, Salman Ali Agha has been great by winning the toss. What happens when we need to win the toss? We freaking lose the toss. Like, yeah. What the fuck, bro? Nothing is going our way.
Yeah.
So, and then the big news was 3 changes, right? Salman Ali Agha walks up to the mic and they ask him any changes, and he says, "We're going with 3 changes. Nafe in, Naseem Shah in, thank God, and Abrar Ahmed, the number 2 T20 spinner in the world right now, finally makes it back to the team." And the guys who miss out are Babar Azam, the king, Salman Mirza misses out, and Fahim Rana Ashraf misses out. So, what are your thoughts on the lineup, Vase, that they played? Do you think they got the lineup right after 5 or 6 games? And it's just been such an issue throughout the entire tournament, like what lineup is Pakistan playing? I feel like we've consistently disagreed on what 11 should be playing, and I feel like they didn't get the 11 right in a single game this tournament.
Zayd, so the thing is, every playing 11 has a few players on the squad that are undroppable, right? Usually, this might be one of your openers, obviously the captain, and usually your wicketkeeper. Our team, there's two guys I know for damn sure that will not get dropped. I swear, I will freaking bet money on this. It's throughout the tournament. I knew Shadab Khan and Muhammad Nawaz were not going to get dropped for any match.
Yeah, they played every single game.
Bro, and the thing is, even if they don't perform, dude, Hassan has so much faith in them, and you can just see it from his press conference. I keep alluding to the press conferences because every damn time he'll make some outlandish statement talking about Muhammad Nawaz being the best spinner in the world. He
Against
said that
Minnows.
a handful of times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I kind of knew, I think you should have dropped at least one of those two, but freaking Hassan knows best. But yeah, I thought the playing 11 though was fine. I probably would have added Fahim Rana Ashraf in lieu of maybe an all-rounder, Shadab or Nawaz, just because Rana's been above average with the bat, and he's been far superior than Muhammad Nawaz. Muhammad Nawaz probably scored 2 runs the entire World Cup. So
Dude,
I would love to see
I don't think Muhammad Nawaz got past 10 runs the entire World Cup. I swear to God. I think the most he had was like 7 or 8 runs against Netherlands, right? Am I wrong?
No, I don't even think he scored against Netherlands. I literally think he scored less than 10 runs the entire cup.
He had 2 ducks for sure. One against England. He had a duck. He had a duck against Sri Lanka, and then I'm pretty sure he had a duck against India too. I swear.
No, yeah, bro, he did. It's like, bro, it's crazy, man. Damn.
So these are the changes. You're right. Shadab and Nawaz were not being dropped. All-rounder heavy, man. Mike Hessen loves his all-rounders. Wait, we forgot to mention Saim Ayub got dropped.
Oh yeah, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, so Saim Ayub got dropped. Sorry.
Yeah.
My mind's just been on a whirlwind ever since that game. But so Saim Ayub gets dropped. And
dude, I was shocked with that one, I swear. Because I would expect him not to open, but him at least coming at like 4, 5, or 6. Bro, how do you play Nawaz over Saim? Saim's been piss poor with the bat, but Nawaz has been shit poor with the bat. Please forget my language,
If anything, drop Nawaz, put Saim Ayub at 6, and let him be the all-rounder, because he's been bowling better than Nawaz.
Exactly.
So why not do that? So I did a little lineup preview before the Pakistan Sri Lanka game, and I was like, for some reason I thought that fucker was gonna open because they needed to win by a large margin, and fucker opening showed how much potential he has when he opens, and that just goes back to the Babar Rizwan era, how they've ruined fucker Zaman, to be honest. He came in the team as an opener, and him dropping down to 5, 6, 4, they killed his like career momentum. I feel like all his success that he's had in ODIs and T20s has been opening, and he can show you how he capitalizes in the power play when Rizwan and Babar Azam were both the same batsman. Like, why didn't Rizwan and Fakhar Zaman open, or Fakhar Zaman and Babar Azam open? Why did it have to be 2 guys that were both defensive type batters in the power play, and moving Fakhar Zaman down the order really didn't make sense, So that's the thing. We're like, okay, Fakhar Zaman played so well. He had a strike rate of 200, dude, 84 off 42.
Yep.
I feel like he played better than Saibzada Farhan. 200 strike rate.
Bro, I'm sorry, Zid. I know your guy Saibzada scored the most runs in the World Cup, but if you're posting stats on your story after losses, bro, you're not playing for the team. And I've been saying this since I watched him bat. I mean, yes, he's strong, can hit 6s, he can clear the boundary, plays too many dot balls, plays too many balls, and I think this match was kind of like I proved a theory to myself, and I was correct. He played a shit knock. I'm sorry. I think he taught you the game.
Yeah, so let's get into the game. Saibzada Farhan and Fakhar Zaman come out, and honestly, they have a cautious type power play. They don't go like crazy from ball 1. They're slow, and they take a slow and measured approach. And at the beginning of the game, yes.
Zaid, throughout the World Cup, what was our score in the power play? Just like the average score.
You want me to take a guess?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the exact number is too, but just like
I think it was around like 55 was our average score, because I think in some games we had like 48. I know against Namibia we had like 70.
Bro,
And then,
that's about the equation, right? The other six, I literally think the average was maybe 45. 45 with like 2-3 wickets
to
lost.
50.
Yeah.
45 to 50.
Well,
that's fine.
2-3 wickets lost.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're saying that that aggressive approach in the power play didn't work for Pakistan that everyone was talking about?
And no, the problem is that I don't even think they were playing aggressive, right? It's like they're playing so many dots in the power play. It was insane.
Well, the thing is that Saim Ayub got out every single game early, so that kind of caused them to go on the back foot. And then Salman Ali Agha also got out in the power play every game besides the last game. So he tried to come in and accelerate. So Farhan and Fakhar Zaman open, they're cautious, and then they start rolling. After the power play, they start actually batting better than they did in the power play. They start going. But so Saibzada Farhan starts off his same thing. The thing that pisses me off about Saibzada Farhan, he's really good. He can hit sixes, he hits boundaries. His dot ball percentage is crazy, bro. Like, and what pisses me off, it's that same shot. Through the covers, he finds that same fielder every single time, bro.
Gap.
He can't find the gap. There's one fielder there. It's the cover fielder. The ball's up in the slot, dude. He had at least, if they could run a compilation, he hit 8 to 10 balls to the fielder every single time. Not like 2 inches to the left, not 3 inches to the right. It was just straight to the fielder. And I'm watching the game with my dad, and I'm like, dude, he has an issue. He can't rotate the strike. Like, he'll get a 6 off the first ball of the over, play 3 dots.
It's crazy,
like you lose
bro.
all the momentum.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you hit a 6 off the first ball of the over. What should you do next? Take a single.
Take a single, yep.
Or take a double. And that's what Pakistan's lacked throughout the entire World Cup, is rotating the strike. The singles and the quick doubles. Especially in Sri Lanka, we've seen the teams that were successful take doubles, run fast between the wickets. And even during that Pakistan-Sri Lanka game, we saw the running was haphazard at best. That Shadab Khan, Saibzada Farhan run out, that made no sense.
That was so dumb.
What was that? Because the fielder fumbled the ball, and Shadab Khan was out by like at least 4 or 5 yards. He wasn't even in the screen.
Zaid, whose call was that?
I'm not sure whose call was that. Shadab Khan was the guy who hit the ball. I don't know if they took the first run really slow, and then because he fumbled, then they took off. That could be a possibility, but I know Farhan started getting tired towards the end for sure.
No, and my other question is, when that run out happened, was that the last delivery of the over?
I'm not sure, dude. I can look it up.
Honestly, yeah, keep talking. I'm looking that crap up because I think,
okay,
yeah, that's very important, at least for me.
Yeah, so, but Fakhar Zaman and Saibzada Farhan get to a great start. And before the game started, Vase, we're in the chat. We're talking about what is a score that is a reasonable total that Pakistan can get. And the way we were going, we had like 100 runs in 9.4 overs or something like that. And I'm like, guys, we're on for 230, 240.
250, bro. And let me just tell the viewers too. The reason I said this was important, I first asked who called for that second run. And my theory was it was Saibzada. He wanted his 100. Before the tournament started, Zaid, he kept saying, I want to win 3 player of the matches. Bro, what type of fucking goal is that? I'm sorry, that's a stupid ass goal to have, bro. Your goal should be to win the World Cup. Secondly, that 2-run where Shadab got run out, last delivery of the over, Saibzada won its strike. Case closed. I'm done.
All right, yeah, and so Farhan and Fakhar Zaman put up a great partnership. I don't remember the last time we had a partnership like that. 176 runs for no loss. I know why you're smiling. 152-0.
No, dude, 176 is insane though, especially at the rate they're playing at.
exactly. And then where the downfall happened, fucker Zaman gets bowled off Madhushanka. Or yeah, what's his name? Madhushan. One of those. So fucker Zaman gets bowled by Madhushanka, yeah. And then Nafe comes in, and at that point, there's only like 3.5 overs left. So what's the guy who comes in? His job
You
is
have
going
to
to go
come
from
swing. Yeah.
yeah, you got to come swinging in, which is kind of unfair. I think the set batsman definitely should take the load and start going crazy. And that's the thing that I didn't see from Farhan the entire tournament. He didn't hit that explosive like third gear or second to third gear. He was always at that like one constant speed, like hit a boundary here. What Pakistan lacked throughout the entire tournament, and you go back and watch any of these teams play, they have the overs where they get 12 or 13. They're not getting the overs where you get 20, 24, 25 runs. I'll have to go look at this stat, but was there an over where Pakistan scored 20 plus runs in any game?
There was an over where King Babar Azam took 17 runs in an over.
Okay, 17. And then probably Fahim Ashraf in that first game had a big where he took
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did.
17, 18 off that over. But like I was watching the India West Indies game, and Jason Holder and Ravman Powell took Arshdeep Singh for 24 runs in one over, and he's one of the best T20 bowlers in the world. So like you can put that kind of pressure on bowlers that are very good as well. So like you got to take those 12 to 13 run overs and make them to 20 to 24 runs, 24 run overs. That's a huge change in momentum, because even in this innings, what they did is they hit a 6 off the first ball, 2 dots. Then they hit another 4, another dot. It's like no continuous flow of runs. Dot balls kills all momentum for the batting team. So Pakistan 176 for 1 after Fakhar Zaman gets out. And then after that, cataclysmic collapse, Vase. I have it written down over here. We lost 8 wickets for 34 runs. And that includes Shadab Khan being run out after hitting 1 boundary. Then Mohammad Nawaz out first ball. Salman Ali Agha out second ball for a duck. Who else comes in then? Usman Khan, he gets out cheaply. Shaheen Shah Afridi, he gets out cheaply. And then Naseem Shah gets run out in the last over. So, and then Farhan, I think he scored 9 runs off his last 6 balls or something like that, right?
Yeah, bro. So I mean, Zayd clearly, and the thing that pissed me off was
the turning point was when he was in the 90s, he was not taking any risk at all. And that was pissing me off. I was like, dude, if the ball is there, why are you playing a grounded shot?
And we need to win by 65 runs, bro. And what pissed me off about Farhan was his fucking celebration. Excuse my language. But that shit pissed me off. I don't know why I just got mad. I'm like, bro, you're clearly playing for the 100. You're playing for the stats. It's like your team needs 240, bro.
Credit to him, though. He's hit 2 World Cup hundreds. No Pakistani has done that. The only other Pakistani who's hit a World Cup 100, the legend, the man, the myth, Mr. Ahmad Shehzad in 2014 against Bangladesh. So props to Saibzada Farhan. Still think he's a great batsman. He has a couple things he needs to work on. The dot balls for sure, and then taking it to the next gear. But Vase, at the end, we had a collapse, but 213 is a great score in T20s. And I really thought that we could get that 160, that 65 run margin with that score. Did you not think? Because Sri Lanka didn't go past 106 or 108 runs in their last 2 games. They really struggled with the bat.
Zayd, I'll tell you one thing. If Pakistan scores over 200 in T20, there's something wrong with the pitch, right? Just in my opinion. Like, that shit is dead. So if Pakistan scored 200, bro, Sri Lanka can score. I swear that's what I was thinking. And bro, they set the platform up so well. 176, 0 wickets lost.
But Vase, do you think that if we had, did you think if we even scored 230, that Sri Lanka would have not won by would have been able to get the like 175? Because they chased 147 with 16 overs left. Pakistan's real problem, I think, in this entire tournament was their bowling. Their bowling was not up to par. In the years that we've been good, 2021, 2022, what stood out? Not the batting. It's never
The
been the
bowling.
batting. It's
Yeah,
the
it's always
bowling.
bowling.
The Pakistani bowlers have always led from the front, and that comes from the mid 90s, the mid 2000s. We've always been supreme with the bowling. Yes, we've had good batsmen, but our bowling always outweighed the batting. And at this point, in the last, I think, since the 2023 ODI World Cup, we've seen a downfall in the Pakistani bowlers. They haven't been as good. They haven't been outclassing other nations, especially top nations, the Australias, the Englands, the
The Indias.
Indias.
Yeah.
I think I read a stat since 2023 in major tournaments, Pakistan is 1-16 against like opponents that are not Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
Oh, I mean, I believe it, bro.
So we
Yeah.
are lacking beating any of the top teams, and we were beating those top teams with similar dude, we won games defending 140, 150, 160 in Sri Lanka on these same pitches. I don't think it's the batting's issue here. It was definitely the bowling, and it's been the bowling all tournament. We've seen our bowlers lack execution and planning. Like all the other teams have been leaps and bounds ahead of our bowlers in terms of planning and execution. You're talking about a part-time bowler like Rachin Ravindra. The guy knows exactly what to do, where to pitch the ball, where to set his field, what's the long dimension of the ground, where the boundaries are long, make them hit on the offside, you know? So these are the things that are that other bowlers are thinking that our part-timers are quote unquote best all-rounders in the world, Muhammad Nawaz and Shadab Khan, can't even land the ball in the right areas 4 out of the 6 deliveries in the over, you know? So that's where we're having some major issues.
Zig, get them a fucking spin coach. 'Cause I know you don't have a spin coach.
Should we bring in Sakibai?
Bro, bring in Saki Bhai, bro. He's a legend. And I love when he's in the freaking, you know, when he's on air. Wallahi, like, the fact that he stands up for his son-in-law so much, bro.
Vase, that is honestly embarrassing. I read a tweet, and I'm not gonna say the tweet I sent in our group chat.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna say the
God.
tweet in the podcast because I have respect. As there's some people in my family that listen to the listen to the pod, so I'm not gonna say it. But let's just say Saklan, he's glazing. He's riding on that meat. Let me tell you. He's saying, "Oh, Shadab Khan didn't get utilized properly by Mike Hessen. Mike Hessen was trying to utilize Shadab in every way possible. Bat him up, let him bowl right after the power play, give him the most important overs in the entire tournament. So Shadab got ample opportunity. He played every single game. He batted in almost every single game. He bowled in every single game. I had a stat on my phone. Let me just pull it up. Shadab Khan's overall figures against full member teams: 6 overs, 81 runs, 0 wickets. That's your boy, Shady.
Dude, honestly, and I feel so stupid too because right before I think it was the India match or the England match, I mean, so I met Shadab Khan in 2024 when the World Cup took place in the US. Cool guy, took a photo with me, and I was so happy, you know? And oh, I thought something happened in my house, bro. Yeah, so I had such high expectations from Zid that I mean, he let me down and he let down his father-in-law too. I don't even know if he let his father-in-law down at that point, bro, because his father-in-law is still hyping him up and blaming everybody else but his son-in-law. But yeah, that's horrific figures, bro. 6 overs, 81 runs conceded, 0 wickets.
Yeah, and then so Pakistan scored 213. And then we had to defend 147 runs, which is I thought was doable because, like I said, Sri Lanka hadn't scored above 108 runs. England scored 140 runs against Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka 95 all out. New Zealand scored 167 runs against Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka was 108 all out. So I'm like, okay, their batting has been struggling. Our spin attack is great. We have Abrar playing today. We have Osman Tariq. We have Shaheen Shah Afridi. We have Naseem Shah. Credit to Naseem Shah, played his first game, and I thought he bowled really well, especially in his first spell. The first 3 overs were really good. I thought he had a good line and length. A ball was moving around a little bit, and I was really impressed with his change of pace. He was doing like the back of the hand, slower delivery.
Well, from
I think
140
he's
to 105, I reckon.
yeah, I think he's really improved on that. The only issue I'm seeing with Naseem Shah is I still think there's a little bit of a fitness issue. He seems like he's getting tired after bowling 4 or 5 deliveries. If you notice, he bowled 4 or 5 really good deliveries. Last ball of the over, shitty delivery. Asalanka hits it for 6. So I'm like, that I can kind of see. And then Shaheen Shah Afridi, he got a little unlucky in that first over. But then after that, it was straight downhill. We saw what happened in the last over with him. Shout out Abrar Ahmed, dude. Great spell from him.
Wow.
Great
4
spell from
overs,
Abrar.
23 runs conceded, 3 wickets, economy of 5.75.
Amazing. He was right on the money. And all 3 of his dismissals were bold. So you know that guy was on a mission. And when Abrar was making those breakthroughs, I was like, guys, we have a chance. Sorry, I think I just sneezed.
No, you're good.
No, I'm good. But Abrar has a fantastic spell. And then Usman Tariq comes in right after the power play. And the day we need Usman Tariq the most, oh my gosh, this man shits the bed. I think Sri Lanka did some studying on this man because they knew exactly what to do. They're sweeping him. They're going on the back foot, pulling him.
That's what it is. So Muhammad Amr said, keep saying international cricket exposes you. We saw what happened to Abhishek Sharma. You call him a slogger. Abhishek hasn't scored more than goddamn 10 runs the entire tournament, right? He's had like 4 ducks throughout this World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He said the same thing about Usman Tariq. He said once they figure him out, which they will because international cricket exposes you, he will get hit. At least for 10 runs and over. And what were the batters doing? Playing off the back foot.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying I was watching with my dad, with my brothers, and I was telling them like he's good. He's got good skills, but he has to keep on improving because people will study you. Ajanta Mendes was the biggest mystery in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Guy went crazy. What happened? India started watching tape. They literally would hit him for like 100 runs in 10 overs then, and then that guy disappeared. So Usman Tariq still has to keep working on his bowling and he has to keep on improving. And one thing he really needs to improve is his fielding because, man, when he moves on the field, it pisses me off. My blood starts boiling. The guy's so slow, dude. It's like he has no mobility.
No, legit. And one of the problems is I think he needs to improve his pace as well. Because Amr alluded to the fact that usually paces, 75 to 77 kilometers per hour. He needs to improve his pace. But Amr alluded to the fact that it's a bit tough for him because, it's something fucked up with his arm.
Yes. He loses the momentum.
And
that's what I was telling my dad when I was watching the game with him. I was like, every ball that he's bowling is so slow. You have time to like react, go back, and then wait for the ball, right?
Yep.
Like one ball he's bowling 48 miles per hour. The next ball needs to be like 65, 70. Like he wasn't bowling that quicker delivery at all. And his line length seemed messed up. But it's one game. I'm going to give him a break. But I feel like teams are going to catch on to Usman Tariq. So he bowls 4 overs for like 45 runs. 43 or 44 runs, something like that. So Usman Tariq struggles. Basically, what happens is after Pavan Ratanaike takes over the game, him and Shanaka kind of take Pakistan out of the equation, and Sri Lanka get to that 147 in the 16th over. So that's what I was asking you, Vas, is if you think that Pakistan got 230 or 240, you really think Pakistan would have been able to win by 65 runs? Because mind you, 65 runs in a T20 is a large margin to win.
For sure. Yeah.
It's hard to win by 65 runs.
Zaid, so my thing is, it would have obviously put more pressure on the Sri Lankan batsmen. And if the target goes from 213 to maybe 230, 240, even 250, we've seen a few teams do it in Indian conditions this World Cup. That makes you play more risky shots because the required run rate's so high, right? In this aspect, Sri Lanka was going, I won't say a bit slow, but they weren't going up to par, maybe up until like the 12th, 13th over. And I
felt like Sri Lanka was playing slow on purpose to get that 147.
146, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I was like, dude, they're not going for And I was telling my dad, I was like, they're not going for the win. And he's like, no, I think they're going for the win. And then at the end, I was like, if they win, I'm never watching a Pakistan match ever again. Because that was, dude, I was so pissed.
You were
I was
pissed,
like,
I was watching a masterclass. A stuck for Allah, bro. Wallahi, on that last ball, I wanted him to hit a 6 against Shaheen.
shut up.
Wallahi, I did. He deserved it, bro.
It was a wide. It was a wide.
It was wide too, yeah. And he's such a nice guy. He didn't even say anything.
He didn't. But then there was talks before the game that Sri Lanka might be fixing the game to give Pakistan a semifinal game in Sri Lanka. I didn't think that was a bunch of bullshit. That was never going to happen. But so yeah, Sri Lanka chase Abrar takes 3 wickets, Naseem takes 1, Mohammad Nawaz takes 1. All the other bowlers, I mean, Nawaz wasn't great, Shadab was horrible. Pick of the bowlers, Abrar definitely, and then after that Naseem Shah. Shaheen in that last over, god damn. He went 4, 6, 6, 6, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what's going on, dude? I almost fell out of my chair. And Vase, what did Shaheen do in that last over? So I want to ask you, where did he pitch? What was his plan? To give the ball in the slot to Shanaka, who's a really good hitter? Like, all 4 of those deliveries were literally in the same area. They weren't Yorker length. They weren't back of the length. The guy was like, oh, please hit me. I feel like, I'm not going to lie. I swear, I think Shaheen was doing that shit on purpose. Because they brought Shadab.
Let's hear this theory. Because this is interesting.
Okay, so after the drinks break in the 14th over, Pakistan still needed around, I think they had around like 24, 25 runs to defend after the drinks break. And you see Mike Hesson come onto the field. And where everyone is blaming Salman Ali Agha, they're like, oh, he doesn't know how to captain. He makes horrible bowling decisions. Salman Ali Agha is a yes man, and I feel bad for him. He's been told, do everything that Mike Hesson is telling you to do.
Facts.
Mike Hesson walks on the field. He tells something to Salman Ali Agha. Salman Ali Agha utters 3 words. Okay. What did Mike Hesson tell Salman Ali Agha to do? Bring in Shadab
Khan. Yep.
Shadab Khan comes in the next over after drinks. The game's over. Wallahi, the game's over. He gives up 1-6. Then at 2 balls later, he gives up another 6. Pakistan has 10 runs to play with. The game's over at that point. At that point, after the drinks break, what they needed to do, Sri Lanka played like 8 overs of spin already in a row. You got to switch it up. Bring in a pace,
baby. Yeah.
Where I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, it's time for pace. Bring in Shaheen. And what happens? They bring in Shadab. And Shaheen, I think Shaheen came in the over after Shadab bowled that over. And then you see him like shaking his head when he's going back to his run up, like what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this bullshit? So I feel like in spite of what happened with them bringing in Shadab after drinks, he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll just bowl it in the slot. There's no way a guy like Shaheen is going for 22 runs off the first of 4 balls, bro. Boston, I understand.
We've seen 18 circa 2021 semis Australia.
Yeah, but
shout out Mr. Wade.
He bowled in the same spot 4 balls in a row, dude. In the slot where Shanaka
hit every time too, yeah.
So that's my theory, that Shaheen was not happy, but that's our ODI captain, man. No disrespect to him.
So do you think he's gonna stay the ODI captain?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think they're going back on the ODI captain. And just to let you know, we have an ODI game in 8 days.
I mean, if it happens actually at this point, because some airspace within that region is closed, so
I still think it's gonna happen.
Inshallah.
So, yeah, Pakistan, a complete meltdown, end up winning that game by 5 runs. Shaheen bowls 2 dots in the end, one a very questionable.
So be honest, man. At that point, you're not playing for anything, right?
Yeah.
Were you really rooting for Pakistan? I'm asking you, were you really rooting for Pakistan at that point?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want them to lose to Sri Lanka, bro. It's embarrassing, dude. Putting up 212 runs, Vase. The average score on that in that ground is 165 runs. You know that, right?
Mhm.
Imagine a team chasing 212 against you in that ground, which is supposed to be like batting is like supposed to be tough in on that ground and in those conditions. So Pakistan scored like 55 runs above par, which they never do, and they're still gonna lose the game. It's like I was like, at that point, it's about pride, dude. Like you can't
Yeah,
lose
but
the
I
game.
mean, Zayd, it was an entertaining game. Like if you look at the crowd was into it,
was.
packed house. Like it was a sick ass game, though.
It was a great game. Shout out Sri Lanka for putting up
Honestly,
a great fight.
man, epic host.
But they pissed me off. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
But I love the cricket team, Zayd.
No, it's a great team. I'm just salty that Pakistan was out of the tournament. I thought Kudrat Ka Nizam had a chance, you know.
Yeah,
So Pakistan's out of the tournament. Shout out England, shout out New Zealand. Well deserved spots in the semifinals. Definitely a stronger overall team, better coached, better planned, better players, better execution. So shout out to those guys. Rooting for either England, New Zealand, or South Africa to win. To be very honest.
honestly, I really want to see South Africa win it, especially after what happened in 2024.
Yeah, they. I think they've been the best team in the World Cup so far, like all around. So, Vase, one other thing I wanted to quickly cover was there was an India versus West Indies virtual quarterfinal that happened. Exciting game, really good game. I watched that whole game, you know, and West Indies bat first, score 199. It was a great wicket, and they made a change in their openers. They had Roston Chase, who's a middle order batsman, and he opened and he ended up playing really well. He had like 40 off 25. And Shea Hope, their captain. Oh man, that guy played a Babar Azam type innings. It was like a 32 runs off 33 while batting in the power play. And I'm like, dude, when you're playing against India on high scoring wickets in India, that kind of innings is
first of all, yeah,
unexcusable, you know? So I think Shea Hope kind of let him down. And then there was a controversial decision, the Shimron Hetmeyer Snicko. I don't know if you saw that, Vase.
Yeah, I did see that.
Any opinion on that?
I mean, I feel like fuck no, it wasn't out, but like you're playing against India in India. It's an ICC tournament.
Like
they're gonna get
90 seconds to pull up the Snicko. So,
bro, and the thing is, it's not the first time. I don't know if you recall the 2024 World Cup final against South Africa.
Yeah.
One of the South African batters, I reckon it was Miller. I don't know. He hit a six, and I mean that shit was a six because the Indian fielder, I think it might have been Sky or somebody. Bro, their fucking
the boundary
hit the goddamn line. Yeah, like the boundary moved, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a Shimron Hetmeyer dismissal that was a little controversial, but Rovman Powell and Jason Holder have a great end to the innings push West Indies to 199, and then West Indies bowling just lacked some firepower. I knew it was going to be tough for them, but Abhishek has had a lean run as of late.
Slogger.
Yeah, as Muhammad Amr, our boy, said, he's a slogger.
Dude, he is a slogger, bro. I mean, whatever Amr says is usually pretty accurate, honestly.
And then he's been horrible in the field. He dropped 2 catches.
Yeah, I mean, he can't bat, can't field.
So, but shout out Sanju Samson, masterclass innings. And he didn't
He's
even
a cool
play.
guy, too, bro. You can just tell he's a very nice guy.
He's a good guy. And he hasn't played a lot of the games. Shout out to the man. See, I got to give credit to India where it's due. They made changes. They brought in Sanju Samson to open, brought Ishan Kishan 1 down. They let lower down the order. So they're making changes while the tournament's happening to strengthen their team, and it's showing results. So shout out to, I hate Gautam Gambhir, but he's doing the right moves and India's winning. So India's on to the semifinals. They're playing they're playing England. It's gonna be a banger. That game's gonna be crazy. England versus India.
Zayd is the boy. When are we gonna play?
I think he has to after that last game.
Bro, I want him to. And where's that game happening?
In India.
Yeah, I know, but like which stadium?
I could tell you right now.
Because I'm hoping it's happening in Ahmedabad.
This game is happening in Mumbai, the Wankhede Stadium.
Damn.
So not the
I
final
don't
is gonna be in Ahmedabad. Don't worry.
Oh, the finals there? Oh, that's gonna be cinema, bro.
Don't worry. So England versus India, and then the other semifinals, South Africa versus New Zealand. So both really good games. Very excited to watch those. And now Vase, let's. There's something that controversial that happened after the tournament. I read it and I was shocked. Pakistan PCB fines Pakistani players $18K US for poor performance.
Bro,
I
18,000
had to rub
USD
my
is
eyes.
insane.
I was like,
Zed,
that
I thought it was
is crazy.
fake. I still think it's fake.
But ESPN Crick Info has
No,
posted
bro.
an article
Like,
about
it's like
this.
the PCB hasn't came out and said that these reports are false. So I'm inferring that they must be true, and that is absolutely bonkers. Saujada Farhan set the goddamn world record for most runs, and what does he get in return? An $18,000 fine.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So, like a guy like Naseem Shah, that guy
Played
played
one
one
game.
game. So you're telling me he got fined $18,000 for playing one game? How is that on him? You know,
Dude,
So-
$18,000 is a lot of fucking money, bro.
yeah,
That's a lot of money.
5 million PKR.
Yeah, legit. It's insane.
So ESPN Kirk Info has learned that the fines are not for disciplinary reasons, but specifically for what the board deems poor performance at the event. They were imposed immediately following Pakistan's match against India. So they got the fine after the India game in the group stages, where a meek showing, okay, they were further told the fines may end up being waived off if Pakistan reached the tournament semifinals. Pakistan did get to the second round, but did not qualify for the. So basically, after that India game, Mohsin Naqvi comes down with a big stick and says, if you guys don't make it to the semifinals, fines, gotta pay fines. And unfortunately, they didn't. But I don't know if it's fair, dude, to be very honest. And I don't know if that promotes good culture between the players and the board. Like, I understand they underperformed. I'm mad too, but finding them for underperforming doesn't really make sense. Finding for disciplinary reasons, I'm all for that. Like, you're missing curfew, you're not training, you're not showing up for practice. That makes sense. But Vase, you think it's fair on the players?
Dude, I'm a bit on the edge because we've tried everything else.
So you think like making them pay money, they're gonna play better now?
Honestly, yeah, it's so tough because you've tried everything else, right? And now you're taking the most.
If anything, fucking Aqib Javed should be held accountable.
Find
Find
that
that
motherfucker.
motherfucker $25,000 US.
Bro, that's what I was thinking. Like, you can't blame the.
And what about
players, they don't have
Mohsin
skill.
Naqvi? What about Mohsin Naqvi? Who's gonna find him?
No, he's not. Bro, Mohsin Naqvi, honestly, Zaid, I think he's a great chairman. Do you not think he's a great chairman?
Shouldn't he be held responsible for poor performance?
Bro, he's given them everything. He gave all the power to the goddamn head coach. Hetson Chosen, he gave him free reign. So it's on Hetson
Why
and Aqib Javed.
why is Aqib Javed still part of the setup?
I really have no clue.
Whose TC is Aqib Javed doing?
Bro,
It must be Mohsin Naqvi, my guy. It must be.
No,
And
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
bro,
I'm
come
sorry.
on.
I'm sorry. I'm getting like rated R on this podcast, but I'm frustrated, dude. I want changes.
No, and bro, I agree. I don't know, bro. Okay, so back to your question about whether it was fair they got fined. No, I feel like the coaching staff should be held accountable. I mean, all the players out there are trying their best. They just don't have the skill at the end of the day, right? So, yeah,
So
maybe it's a bit.
skill gap, skill diff.
Yeah, skill gap. I mean, they're trying the hardest, I guess. I think most likely was very pissed off of that India game because we all thought we were gonna win, and we just got like blown out of the waters, you know. So, I mean, I can understand his frustration.
that ruined our World Cup momentum, bro. That India loss ruined our World Cup momentum. We shouldn't have played the game. If you boycott at first, you shouldn't have played it. We like they say, Pakistanis at the end of the day, they're gulams, bro. They're doing whatever the other people are are telling them to do. We fall under pressure. We boycotted the game. Fuck it, don't play it. It was a group stage game. We lost by 70 runs, dude. Like that fucked the morale of the entire team. At the end, we are like, oh, they boycotted. If Pakistan has some fucking balls. And if Mohsin Naqvi actually stuck with the boycott, I would have been like, bro, salute to you. You really don't give a fuck.
To an extent. So I'm going to tell you why I don't think it killed the morale of the team, right? Now, let's take a historical perspective. 2017 Champions Trophy, we get blown out of the water by India in the group stage. What do? We come back strong, win the entire thing. 2022 World Cup, lose to India, and I understand we lost to Zimbabwe as well, but we still made the final that year. That same year, 2022 Asia Cup, lose to India that first game in the group stage, win the second group stage, make the final. So I feel like sometimes when we do lose to India, it to an extent brings out the best in us in tournaments.
Maybe.
This kind of
we're talking about 2017 and 2022 when I feel like Pakistan, that was like the last time Pakistan was good.
Good, yeah. But yeah,
that's the last time that we had a good team. 2017 we had Sarfraz, and then 2022 we had Dosti 11, Dosti Yari 11 going.
Let's bring the Dosti up. What was wrong with that, right? Like if he's playing his friends, who gives a shit? Like we're still, but okay. Aside from that, Zay, so going forward, right? You find the players.
Yeah, let's talk about
what's the next step.
What are the next steps? I'm asking you. What are the next steps? You said Salman Ali Agha is a shit captain. He's said it multiple times. You said he doesn't deserve to be in the team. I don't appreciate that. That's my guy. But I'm just gonna say,
Wallahi.
You said some things about him being a gum chewer and things that were offensive.
He chewed 4 gums and runs, bro.
Bichara, dude, his wife got death threats, man, and their kid.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she posted on Instagram like, please stop sending threats to us. It's messed up.
Yeah, that is messed up, bro. Wallah, that's I didn't know that. Yeah, that's sad.
So, Agha, okay, yeah, he doesn't deserve to be in the team. That's what the consensus, 90% of the Pakistani people are saying.
Zid, 99%. That 1% is you.
Okay, the 1% might be me. He got put in a tough situation, I think. But nonetheless, I'm okay. Remove him as captain. Remove him out of the team. What's next, Vase? Who are the guys out of this 15? Who are the guys that are actually going to stick around for the 2028 World Cup? Because what do you have to do now? You got to start planning for the next T20 World Cup, and start prepping. So, who are the guys? I don't want to see Nawaz again ever in a T20 World Cup team or even on a T20 roster, like a bilateral series. I don't want to see Nawaz. I don't want to see Babar Azam. I'm sorry, I don't want to see him. Who are the other guys? Shadab Khan, I don't want to see him.
Shaheen Shah Afridi?
To be honest, I don't want to see Shaheen Shah Afridi on a T20 World Cup roster anyway. And I was having this debate on Saturday after the game. I was fired up. I was like, dude, I'm not going to lie. I swear to God, I'd rather have Haris Rauf than Shaheen Shah Afridi.
200%, Zid. Especially
I feel like Haris Rauf, like, okay, yeah, he's lost us a lot of games, but he plays with that fire and that attitude, right? And I think that the entire tournament, Pakistan lacked that fire. Like, none of the guys got like fired up. Or anything like that. No one was like a firecracker on the field. Even Abrar was very subdued with his celebrations after getting those 3 wickets, which usually you see him do like a little bit of this or something like that. So okay. Babar, we don't want to see. I don't want to see Nawaz. I don't want to see Shadab. Osman Khan, go back to UAE, bro. I don't have anything against you.
Bro. I give it to Osman. He played okay.
He played okay, but I don't see him making it to 2028. Yeah. Thank you for your services. Please go back to Abu Dhabi or wherever you came from. A Multad Sultan legend.
And there, bro. No, he can't go back to the UAE, bro.
I know he can. He got a ban. He got a ban.
Oh man.
So stick him in the Qaid-e-Azam trophy or whatever. So Osman Khan gone. Who are the other guys? I don't think Fakhar Zaman makes it to 2028. I love him, but he's done. Agha's out.
Fahim Ashraf.
Fahim Ashraf, yeah, you played 90 T20s, bro. Bahut ho gaya. You're done. So I read a stat. Babar, Shadab, Shaheen, Fakhr Zaman. These guys are in the top 10 most T20 played for Pakistan. Like they've played over 100 games. Inka time khatam ho gaya. Bring in new guys. So Vase, my question for you is, what's next? Who are you naming the T20 captain right now? If you're Mohsin Naqvi, if you're Akib Javed, who's your guy? And this is the question that I was asking in my setting where I was discussing cricket for like 3-4 hours on Saturday after the game. I'm like, who is the guy for T20s that you can bring in right now and captain the team?
Saeed Farhan can be the captain.
There's no way.
I'm not saying he's captain too. I don't agree with this, but historically speaking, set the T20 World Cup record. How many runs do you have? Like 383?
Yeah, something
like that. 383 runs. So based off what they usually do, they get the top player and just make him captain. I don't think he's captain material at all. I don't even know if he has a brain to be a captain.
I don't even know if he's captained any at the domestic level. Like I know he hasn't captained PSL.
No.
So I don't see him becoming.
Zid, I also see one more thing playing out. I think if Shadab Khan has a fantastic PSL, I mean a record-breaking PSL, then they're going to make him captain. Because that was in the runs for the past year, bro.
Then we're fucked.
I know, but that's what the plan was all along. It's like make Aga captain right now. Shadab's recovering.
Basically, I feel like Aga was a scapegoat for Hassan to fucking Hassan was trying to do everything for Shadab to look good in this T20 World Cup so he can make him captain. Everything, 200%. And you know that's a fact.
Yeah, fact. I agree.
Bowling in situations where he shouldn't be bowling, batting up the order. It's okay. I'm okay with the batting. He had some good innings, but he was batting above proper batsmen like Usman Khan, Babar Azam. Like everything that was done for Shadab Khan was for him to succeed at this level, for him to take over the reins from Aga. I feel like Aga is kind of scapegoat for Mike Hassan at that point. It's like, throw this guy under the bus, bring in Shadab. But after his performance, I don't know if they can do it.
Bro, if they bring Shadab in as captain and the new captain's yet, I promised you there will be goddamn strikes outside the PCB office in Gaddafi City. I'm not kidding.
I don't know.
Bro, they can't do it, but the only way there's a loophole around it is if he wins the PSL and he has a fantastic...
Yeah, like man of the tournament or something like that.
Yeah, that's
the only other option I'm seeing. So Saim Ayub was dropped. He's had a very bad run in the last couple of months, but I feel like he's a young and up and coming guy. Maybe they're like, okay, Saim, we'll give you the captaincy. Let's see what you can do. Because that Salkut Stallions team, right? I'm not sure who's going to be the captain of that PSL team. They have Saim Ayub and they have Steve Smith. So maybe they give Saim Ayub the captaincy in PSL to see how he's doing. And then if he does well, maybe he's the next T20 captain.
Sure, I could see that.
And then the other curveball is your boy Shaheen Shah Afridi Eagle, the ODI captain, takes over both white ball captaincies and becomes the captain for T20s. I feel like that's the only other choice because you don't even have another guy on the team that's like a sure selection besides Farhan. And I feel like right now an auto selection in the team is Saibzada Farhan and Saim Ayub, I guess. Those are your two, and Abrar Ahmed. I feel like your three guys that are automatic selections for any conditions, any time. So I think those are your three guys that are going to play no matter what. So who do you think? It's so confusing. Either they bring in a guy from the outside that's not been a part of the setup for a while. Options are Rizwan. He comes back and takes over the T20 captaincy.
Zayd, I don't mind.
Maybe Rizwan has a crazy PSL with the Rawalpindi Pindis. What the fuck is that name? I want to ask you.
Imam al-Haq, man. Shout out Inzi Bhai. That's probably the worst name in the world. And Zayd, I also heard that the Sialkot Stallions might revert back to the Multan Sultans. So I was seeing some tweets.
Oh, really?
I swear,
what happened with the ownership with that team? They
So
didn't
that's
have enough
what happened,
money.
bro.
They
Yeah, didn't have money.
money.
Dipped out. Yeah.
So, that's funny, bro. And so that's what we were talking about. Like, we don't know what the uncertainty. Like, there's so much uncertainty now after this World Cup of what the squad is looking like in the next T20 series. You know, so PSL is gonna play a huge part in it.
And one thing I want to add Tuesday is that we don't have any international T20 match for the next 6 months.
Yeah. So let's see. I mean,
Yeah.
you never know, man. They might throw some crazy curveballs at it to like bring back some guys from the dead, like
Like who?
Mania or freaking Sean Masood or something like that.
Honestly, so is it the 2028 World Cup's happening in South Africa?
Australia.
Oh, it's in Australia.
Yes,
Bro, Sean Masood fixed those conditions.
bro. He'd be 42 at that time.
Bro, who was the 42 player? Misbah al-Haq, I think in 2016. Was he 42 or no?
Probably. That guy was extremely old when he was playing.
Yeah.
So
Reckon when he took us.
that's the thing, Vase, is there's so much uncertainty and you don't know where to go and anything's on the board. You know, what if they come out of this tournament and say, "Oh, Babar Azam, this is your team now. Take over the T20 captaincy for the third time." It's so volatile right now, you know, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like the thing is that what we need is middle order batting, and I think that's what Pakistan's lacked for now. Since 2022, you know, what would happen is Babar and Rizwan would take up so many deliveries, and then the middle order guys. I thought we had a solid middle order back then. If the car, you had Asif Ali, you had
in 2021, you had
Shoaib Malik, all guys that could do
them on at one down.
yeah, all guys that were like very good with the bat. But what would happen is like the run rate would get to like 12, 13, and then you expect these guys to go from ball one, and what would happen? They would fail. And you seen Asif Ali won so many games. Like he won like 3 or 4 insane games for Pakistan, and then man disappeared. So and they did my boy Ifti Mania dirty, bro. Chachu. Ifti.
Yeah, he's so cute. He was on a podcast recently, and then he was talking about how against India 2022 MCG he was gonna win man of the match, and then he kept going to Haris Rove saying, "Bro, bowl a fucking Yorker," and Haris wasn't listening. And if he wasn't even mad that we lost, he was mad he didn't clear the match. He's like, "I was surely gonna win it." Yeah.
Dude, he had a crazy game at the end. He
was hitting sixes, and dude, those boundaries were so effing long. And shout out Sean Masood. I was looking at the scorecard the other day. Sean Masood had a gutsy half century. So
that's the thing. On those bouncy tracks, Sean Masood was
he's a
like,
freaking goat, bro.
He went under the radar a lot of the times in that 2022 World Cup. He had a lot of good innings where he kind of kept it together. He was like a anchor type.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Man, a really interesting period of Pakistan cricket coming up. Now, I think, Vase, the focus is the 2027 ODI World Cup, right? And your boy Shaheen Shah Afridi, you think he's going to stick as captain? I mean, this is like very early, but you think he's going to stick as captain for the 2027?
If they're to make a move or a change, they should do it right now. So I think before the Bangladesh series starts in how many days? Like 8? Yeah, so are they going to make a change in 8 days? Who knows? But making a change after the series, I don't think makes any sense.
There's no way they go back on their word of giving him the captaincy, and he captained one series, and then they're gonna.
And I think we won that series too, right? Yeah,
we did against
Sri Lanka.
So, are they taking it,
bro? I'm not sure why they removed Mohammad Rizwan from ODI captaincy.
Yeah, I thought Rizwan was a good captain for ODI.
Yeah, honestly,
he fit the bill. So maybe they give it back to Rizwan.